We're live. All right.
Woo!
Me and Noelle, we're having a really, really good convo before, like 30-minute convo. I was like, this is all stuff we can talk about. But this is Noelle, the Gen X gal. And her channel is super cool because it's like stepping back in time. I love to watch her channel and reminisce, and I get all like fuzzy warm inside when I watch it. But not only that, she also kind of conquers current day situations that tie into being a Gen Xer and how we are now and how we will never be how we were. And it really brings up some interesting stuff in the comments.
Yes, it
So here you
does.
are,
Yes.
my friend Noelle. So we have a few people here. We have 4 people.
Yay.
Can you see them?
Yes.
So we have our Emmy, and
Emmy, Emmy.
we have our Emmy. We have Sonia. Oh, we even have Allison and
Oh, hey,
Steven.
Allison.
Yeah. So here's everybody. Okay. So I don't know if we should start by reminiscing, talking about the
Well, how about we say this? So Tracy and I connected, I don't even know how, but it's not been that long. What, 4 months maybe?
Mhm.
And in that, and because we're both creators, we started watching each other's channels.
Mhm.
And then we discovered all these things we have in common, from things we think about, deep thoughts, things we contemplate, as well as experiences when we were growing up
Mhm.
that is really, really specific that not a lot of people would even understand. And so we have just so we've just hit it off, and so we definitely wanted to do a live together. um and we chit chat offline, and we go down these rabbit holes, and it's just been so fun.
Mhm.
And so yeah, that's just kind of
Yeah.
my story.
And even if we tell them what we were talking about, people are going to be like, what is that?
Exactly.
We both went to private Christian schools. We'll just say that.
Yes.
And, there's kind of
Yes.
interesting things that go on in those schools that don't happen in regular schools. So regular schools.
Or things we weren't allowed to do, things that
Mhm,
happen in regular public schools.
mhm. Like no dances.
Yep, wasn't allowed. So to this day, I cannot dance at all. It is terrible. You
And
can dance. I can't dance.
I don't know that I could say I could dance, but that reminded me of the Seinfeld episode with what's her name?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Remember her dance?
Yes.
What is her name? I thought
Um,
you said it's with it was
I am in the Midwest.
Oh, where are you seeing that?
Somebody asked, making core memories. Sorry, I don't know her name. Um,
Oh, that's Sonia.
Sonia, yes.
Mhm.
Yes, no dances, Emmy. I wasn't even allowed to dance at the college I went to, because I went to a private Christian college. And I had this friend who would try to dance, and like the RA of the dorm would say, "No, you can't do that." And she'd say, "This isn't dancing, this is aerobics." And the RA would say, "What's the difference between aerobics and dancing?" And so she would do stuff, and she would have no smile on her face. She goes, "That's aerobics." And then she'd go, "This is dancing." And then she'd be smiling. Anyway, I don't know why I went there,
I
but
know, literally, we were deprived. Literally, we were deprived.
yes.
We would have for our prom or winter formal, it would be a banquet.
Yes, a banquet.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm. So, yeah, so we can relate on a lot of levels when we started talking about our upbringing and school and stuff like that, and it was pretty cool, pretty rad. Um,
Yes.
so not your latest video. What would Let's talk about your video that I think it was like a video or 2 ago, right? A
Yeah.
video.
Yep.
What was it called, the title? And it's gone kind of crazy, mad.
Um, I forgot the exact title, but
Okay.
basically it's just, 9, 10 minutes of me talking about, um, what it feels like right now for me to be
Mhm.
56 in 2025, a woman, and how it relates to how I was raised in the 70s. And I talk about, like, in this particular video, I was talking about financially what was going on.
Mhm.
And I was talking about how I had two-parent household, one parent worked for a portion of the time I was growing up. No college degrees, and we lived very comfortably. Oh
Mhm.
my goodness, the floodgates opened. This particular video is way past, it might be like 55,000 views now,
Wow,
and
wow,
I've
wow.
gotten a couple thousand comments, and the comments, it's like an experiment in human behavior. The comments are a mix of people who totally relate, really people kind of pouring their hearts out saying, "I was raised this way. My mom sold Tupperware. My dad worked in a factory. We had a three-bedroom house, two cars. We didn't go on fancy vacations, but we went camping."
Mhm.
So really similar stories have begun to emerge. It's just crazy. And then on the flip side, there are people that are very, I don't know, they say disparaging things
Mhm.
that, we didn't have it that good in the 70s. What was going on politically, internationally, domestically, financially. The United States went off the gold standard in 1971 or something. And people are going down these kind of lecture rabbit, you know,
Mhm.
holes of, you're wrong, this things weren't good. No, people still had two parents working. The 40s and 50s and some of the 60s were really good. And so anyway, it's been fascinating. When you hit a hot topic, which I was not trying to do, I was just like, here's what's on my mind today. But
Mhm.
if you hit on a topic that is a hot button, people go off.
I even went off. I was like, "Calm down, Tracy, calm down." It's you get you get the emotions going of people, and really, literally, I don't wanna say all you're doing, but all you're doing is talking about what's on your mind, like you said.
Yes.
You have a lot going on in your mind because I know we talk. And, it's things we all, I think, kinda wanna talk about
Yeah.
because they affected us or they affect us, and the thing is things are different now, so vastly different than they were when we were growing up. And in a lot of ways, I feel like it's not fair, you know?
What do you mean not fair?
Because I have grown children, and
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking like, are they gonna be able to afford a house? Because my
Yes.
kids didn't go to college. They're pretty blue collar, if you will. And it's like, are they going to be able to afford a home one day? Especially here in Southern California. Like our housing costs are ridiculous. And I think a big reason our daughter moved to Idaho was a chance of like maybe a little bit more simple life, and not having to worry about, you know, like our house here that I'm in now would be like easy to buy where she's at, you
Oh,
know.
wow.
But
Yeah.
here, because of the location and stuff, it's I even get sick to my stomach thinking, wow, I can't believe my house would go for this amount of money.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be able to buy my own house back.
Yeah. Same here. Same
So
here. And I've only lived in my home for 11 or 12 years.
mhm.
And wow, hey, it's great. You have lots of equity in it. So if you do sell it, you're gonna, but there comes, negative things with that, high property taxes, is that money gonna stretch as far as it usually, would anyway. Um, so yeah, good times.
I know, my gosh. I know, but what we have to do now is like that's why, I get so sucked into I think your channel is so different than this. Like, you talk about topics that are important and that's on all of our minds, but it's not like sitting in front of the news. It's not doom and gloom. It's like, I don't know. I just really get when I see a video come up of yours, I'm like, I'm clicking on it. I want to
Oh,
watch what Noelle's having to say, because you're always very reflective and you're super good at your delivery. And I can tell you have it here. You know what's going on. And I just really appreciate your channel in that way.
well, thank you, because, I've only been doing it since January, and starting a YouTube channel came to be because I had been without work for 6 months,
Mhm.
and I was really depressed for many, many reasons. Plus, it was January and cold and snowy, and I thought I would be able to find a job within 3 months tops. I'd done it before, and so 6 months really isn't that long to go without a job, these days, because of all the hoops you have to jump through
Mhm.
now. You can't just walk into a business with your paper resume and, "Oh, we're gonna schedule you for an interview." Now AI has taken over everything. I
Mhm.
recently saw a post, I think it was on LinkedIn, where someone had, a recruiter said that their AI system that pulls in resumes, that you submit electronically, um, had pulled in 2,000 for a particular job, but the hiring manager was only seeing 8 of them because AI kicked all the resumes out.
Whoa.
Yeah. So even if you have all the experience, however the software is set up in terms of like, we want to see these keywords. Here we go with like search engine
Mhm.
optimization. We're kicking you out, and you could be the best person. Anyway, so it's just I was very stressed out. So I decided to start a YouTube channel just to get my thoughts out. I was terrified. I don't like to be on camera. I had never done videos before where you, Tracy, have grown up taking videos of everything or being on video. I did not have that. And so I was terrified. And so I did some prep. I did some research for maybe 3 weeks tops.
Mhm.
I watched all the ones we all watch now, like Rob the Maritimer and Kevin Colby and things like that, people
Mhm.
like that. And I got enough information where like I'm gonna go for it. And so that's what I did. And I did a few videos where I felt totally awkward, but then it started to get a little easier and a little easier.
Mhm.
And so now when I come up with an idea, it's not like, what should I talk about? It's just literally I'm in the shower and something was weighing on me, and I'm like,
Right.
"I should talk about that," and I have to quick go, like, write something down before I forget it, and so
I
that's how it happens.
I know, I love that. Like, or, you could be dreaming and something comes up. For me, it's all the time, thoughts all the time regarding YouTube. But I, may I ask what is your equipment? Since you have
Oh,
never done this before and da da da, like, what are you using?
yeah, I have a Samsung phone, so not even an iPhone, so I
Mhm.
use, whatever, Android, and I use this microphone. Yeah, I know it's backwards, but it's just this little lapel mic.
Oh, I
And
no.
then, this end plugs into your phone
Okay,
in
that's
a adapter.
similar to mine.
Yep, and that's it.
Yep.
And then I have a tripod that I use, whether I'm sitting down, I have it, lowered so it's facing
Mhm.
me, or if I'm, um, not having it on a surface. So that's it, 3 things. And then I use iMovie to edit, which I didn't know anything about either. No clue.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow, you really jumped in literally cold, like,
oh, yeah. I was like, this is so foreign to me, I don't even plus it was uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. Like, I'm like, "I can't do this. I can't be out there. What if somebody what if somebody hates me? What if somebody like is stalking me? What if I'm terrible and people laugh at me? And yeah, so
Well, since you're bringing that up, like, some of your comments, let's talk about the comments in these wild videos that go viral. Like, you can't even control them because it's people you don't know, essentially. And what are they
yes.
saying? Like, how do you handle weird comments?
I think the video I did shortly after I started my YouTube channel was just me telling the story of the day I got laid off from my job.
Mhm.
And and it went viral. And as a result, you get comments from people who are very, very critical of what you're saying. And so the worst comments I got just from that video, I mean, I'm just telling my story. Here's what happened.
Right.
And I'm struggling.
Mhm.
And people were telling me, they were telling me my hair needed to look a certain way. They were telling me my glasses needed to look a certain way, or I should not wear glasses. I mean, they were criticizing my entire, it was exactly what I feared when I started a YouTube channel. And I am super sensitive. As you know, I'm like super empathy, so I feel all the things. But after I got over that initial shock of like, this is what people do, then I looked through that and I blocked and I deleted. And then I really spent time kind of taking in people sharing their stories. And there was way more people sharing their stories of similar situations than not. And so that kind of helped me push forward um, in doing the videos because, you know, uh, when you're especially nowadays, when you're young, when you're 18, 15, you know, social media is just, it's just like your skin. It just is. It's a
Mhm.
part of you. And younger people have no fear, like no fear. And then when you get to be a certain age, because you've touched the stove so many times and been burned and it hurts, you don't want to touch the stove anymore. And so trying new things after a certain age is harder and harder, especially when you're introverted, like you and I are, you know. And so that's why I was so scared to do it, but I'm so glad I did because I've met so many amazing people.
I'm so glad you did. I'm like, how would I not know you in this world had you not been brave to step in front of the camera?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know you.
Isn't that crazy?
So crazy to think.
I
And
know.
there's so many beautiful people worth knowing. I feel like people can add to us as people. So I
Yes.
get to listen to your stories. I think everyone has a story worth sharing. And I can glean from it and learn something or relate with you and say, I feel that way too. And I always say on my channel, I feel like I've found my voice. I know my channel is so different than yours because it's a vlog, but I will sit and talk about little things in my life. And it's like because I'm an introvert, I feel like it's hard for people to believe that based on my channel, especially because I'm dancing at the end. But but in real life, if I were to walk into a room and there would be maybe 4 people, which isn't a lot, I would have no voice. I wouldn't feel like I had anything to contribute, anything to say. I'm a good listener. I'd be taking it all in and feeling like I'm a part of it. But for them, they'd be like, wow, she's so not a part of this. Are
Uh,
you like that?
exactly. I
Okay.
I don't do well with parties or big gatherings. I wanna sit in the corner and just take it all in.
Yeah,
And if somebody were to come up to me and wanna have a one-on-one conversation, I'm all in, but I'm
that's
not
real.
gonna go
Yeah,
stand in the circle of people where they're holding their drinks and like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "I'm so bored, get me out of here."
I know. I can't take it. But yeah, one on one, I will talk to you for hours, especially if
Yeah,
you just like to talk about everything and
yes.
anything. The universe, I call it. Um, but anyway, I love
Yeah,
that we're like that way and we understand each other that way because I feel like also having a channel, people might just expect that you're not afraid or you know you you're used to it, but there is a fear starting a channel, and then yours was validated, which is scary because like, were they even listening to what you were saying, or were they too busy picking
Yeah,
apart weird things?
like I said, it's, um, I I didn't grow up around a lot of bad experiences or bad stuff. I was pretty sheltered.
Mhm,
So even all these years later and seeing all the news out there and everything going on, it's still far removed from me because I'm not directly involved with it, but it weighs really heavy on me.
mhm,
And so because everything is swirling in my head all the time, I need to talk about it. And
mhm.
doing it to your cell phone camera is crazy when you're brand new at this, because I don't even think I have like a red light on mine. I just have to look at this little small dot and make sure it's not even lit up. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, trying to get into that habit of looking at that. But then, after a while, especially when you have kind of a core group of people who always like support you and comment, now I feel like I'm talking to them specifically.
Me
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
It's the weirdest feeling,
yeah.
and
Like
it's a cool feeling.
I'm thinking about, Susan, I'm thinking
Mhm,
about Emmy, I'm thinking about different people that are always so faithful and commenting, we all comment on each other's videos, whether it's a video that really hits home with us or not, which I just think is so fantastic, and such a good outcome of having a channel, especially, those of us who haven't started this until later in life, it's just been so surprising to me. So, on the other hand, the negative comments, the mean comments, I've now just realized that's part of it. It's their problem, not mine. You and I discussed they are not happy people,
mhm,
and you just push forward and then focus on the good comments, the support, and all of that. So
That's so true. I have not experienced a lot of that, but I haven't had a video go haywire to where it kind of pulls,
yeah,
random people in that and a lot of times I feel like the people that are leaving negative comments don't really know you, or they haven't been following you, and
for
they're
sure.
not invested in who you are.
Yeah, absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
but I'm glad I haven't had to deal with it a lot, because I know we're both sensitive, but it really is like that I've heard, you can get 100 good comments and you get a really bad one, and you're like, oh man, like,
Oh,
actually,
it
why?
it
What's wrong with me?
simmers with me,
Mhm.
like, I'll I'll, like, get notification on my phone that I got a comment, and of course, I'm so whatever, I have to look.
Yeah.
And I look, and if just even the first couple words, even if it's just in the preview mode, if it sounds negative, like, I feel a pit in my stomach, like, I'm like, "Oh, man." And what I've learned is that, um, people people that leave these kind of comments, I don't know, it's just a whole population, a whole mindset that I just don't wanna have anything to do with, and I don't wanna surround myself with people like that.
Mhm.
But it's part of what comes when you do videos like this. You're
Mhm.
gonna get that outside feedback. So while you, Tracy, have this amazing community of people that just adore you, like your vlog style, like what you have to say, are inspired by you, um you know and you're so consistent too. I just think that is fantastic. Who is it? Rob the Maritimer that says there's room for everybody. Everybody's got their space, in the YouTube world. So
Yeah, there's so much variety out there. It's insane to me. Like, literally, before you had this channel, Noelle, obviously you had to have been a consumer of YouTube, right?
oh yes.
So What were you watching?
Well, it varies, but on my regular main personal channel,
Mhm.
I would toggle between all things music related. I watch reaction videos,
Yeah.
I play guitar, and I have so many guitar channels I follow, whether it's how to play this song to what's the new model of the this guitar coming out and what do we think about it, to whatever. I mean, I probably follow 100 guitar channels just by itself.
Wow.
And then depending on what I'm interested in, so for example, I got really interested in tiny homes, so I was watching a lot of stuff about tiny homes. I mean, it's just from soup to nuts. So my feed is really eclectic on my just regular personal channel. But then when I created, the Gen X Gal channel, now everything is like all the people that I support, that support me, that have channels, as
Mhm.
well as creators that are helping us be better creators. So,
Mhm.
but yes, I have consumed so many hours of YouTube. I think that helped me a little bit in shaping how I wanted to present when I did my channel, what I wanted to do and what I didn't want to do because of what resonated with me personally. But they say that when you're doing your videos, if you want to get, certain amount of comments or attention or whatever, that you have to be talking or giving to them, your audience, versus what makes you happy. Uh, Whatever. I like to do a mix of both. You do a mix of both. You do what makes you do you, I do
Mhm.
me, Emmy
Mhm.
does Emmy, Trace or Susan does Susan,
Yeah,
It,
yeah, we are there's only one of all of us, but
yes.
I found this Jim, is saying we are both probably introverted, intuitives, INFJs, my kind of people. Do you know what you are, right?
Yeah, we're both the same.
INFP.
I am E is E. Oh no, you're right. INFP. Yes.
We're
Yes.
INFP. We're not the INFJ, which I know
No.
is the most rare 1%.
Yep.
But we're still rare. We're
Yeah,
still
of
rare.
course.
I get along with INFJs just like
Yes.
INFPs. It's like I found my people, like they're hard to find in real life. Your people kind of.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
feel like YouTube has kind of made it like, yeah, you're one of me. Like you get me. Like it's so weird because I have friends that are so extroverted and can get on a stage and sing, and they will say to me, there is no way I could do a YouTube channel like you're doing. And I'm
Yeah.
like, how? You can sing on a stage. What are you talking about? I could never do that. What is it? I don't
What
know.
I
Do you
I'm
know?
not I don't know. Who, me?
Yeah, you like you know so much. I'm like, what do you know? I was Noelle, tell
Well,
me.
my my experience is really, really, really extroverted people love to be the center of attention, but
Mhm,
it has to be they need that energy of people to feed off of. So if
mhm,
you're doing a video, you're not getting that. It's just
mhm,
you and your phone or you and your webcam or whatever.
mhm,
That's
mhm.
my opinion. So yeah, while they can do great, maybe public speaking, because they're able to gauge the feedback they're getting from the audience. Now that would terrify me because I don't want to see their
Yeah, you don't
faces.
wanna physically see
No,
what's going on.
I don't want to see them like bored and playing on their phone. It's so much easier to talk to the camera. I mean, yeah.
I know, exactly, and then the comments, because we are introverted, we most likely are writers. We love to write, right? So
Yes.
we love to, like, read information. So in the comments, I'm like, "Ooh, this is so cool." I mean, I feel like I write mini essays to everybody, which is I need to get a hold of that personally.
No.
'Cause it takes a lot of time, I would never hit the button that says, like it generates, responses for you sometimes.
Yes, yes,
I would never
yes.
hit that.
Oh, yeah.
The people would know that's not how I talk
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, yeah.
So I can't do that. But, anyway, I
New
Carrie
subs, thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It is.
I hey man, you know what? We're doing better than we thought. We talked before this. I'm like, Noelle, I don't know if anyone's gonna show up because this is a very odd time of day to be having a live, but thank you. You're
Yes.
showing up. So
I
this
mean,
is so cool.
basically, we're just chit-chatting and you guys are all observing.
Yep.
Okay, off the rails here. Tracy and I were talking yesterday, and we brought up Mrs. Kravitz. So if you know who Mrs. Kravitz is, let us know, um, because apparently we are observers of life, not stocky voyeurs, but we definitely are
Mhm,
observing, taking it
mhm,
all in all the time. And so
mhm,
I was calling us Mrs. Kravitz.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, because I do always want to know what's going on. And the funny part is right here where I sit, everyone sees my kitchen where I record.
Yeah.
I have a view to my outside neighborhood and I watch people walk by, ride their bikes, stop at the library. I'm like always alert, like what's going on out there?
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I
Every
think
neighborhood has a Mrs. Kravitz.
they should feel safe, very safe. Yeah. Oh, look at Jim knows
Oh, yep,
Bewitched.
yep,
Yep.
yep,
So
with 2 different Darrens.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. There were two different
Yep.
Darrens.
I remember as a little kid going, "Why does he look different?" But,
Yeah.
of course, I didn't understand what was going on.
Mhm. Oh my gosh, I love old TV. What about Little House on the Prairie?
Well, have you seen yes, I loved Little House on the
Mhm.
Prairie. The it's interesting, the older episodes kinda stressed me out because Nellie was so mean to Laura, and I that really upset me, and what's that there was an episode where, Laura was having a fantasy about being really rich, like, even more rich than Nellie and her family, and, it was just a dream, and I felt bad for her because it was a dream.
Mhm.
I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I
Well, I
love Little
know.
House on the Prairie.
I know. And then
Yeah,
we were even talking about our little outfits back in the day.
yes.
And you were explaining your outfit to me about earlier and
The prairie skirt? Oh,
yeah,
the prairie
prairie skirts
shirt?
and the high-necked shirts and um all that fun stuff. And I'm excited because I told you and I shared it a little bit in my last video that my dad took all of our home videos and we recorded on a Betamax. I don't know if anyone knows what a Betamax is. It's a smaller tape than the VHS. And he got them all transferred to this little tiny stick. And they're all on my computer now. And I am having a blast looking at all of it, like the cars that we were driving, the outfits we were wearing, the way the house was decorated. I'm like, oh,
Isn't it crazy?
it's this warm feeling of like, oh, comfort, you know?
Well, it truly is a way to time travel,
Mhm.
Oh, I want time travel to be true so
I
bad. I
know, right?
always think about time travel. I
I
think I told
know.
you I wanted to write a book about time travel.
Mhm.
Had this idea for, like, I don't know, since my 20s of a very specific story, but I've never done that, but I just that is an example of it. That is just it's a way for you to step back and something triggers something else, which triggers something else. So for example, you're talking about the cars or the clothing. I mean, that can just take you on a whole adventure, in your brain about what you enjoyed and what you experienced, which I love talking about, all of those things.
Me too. I could talk all day long about it.
Oh, Leave It to Beaver. I loved Leave It to Beaver.
It's so innocent.
It
So innocent.
was. In, um, I forgot when it was done. Was it done in the '60s or the late '50s?
I feel like 50s. It was black and white. And I mean, Leah's mom, what was her Mrs. Cleaver?
Cleaver? Yeah.
Yeah, like she's you know how they used to dress. She would be wearing this
She always had her pearls.
yeah, glamorous
Oh,
dress while you're doing the housework with your high heels. But it was so innocent. And TV now,
I
it's
know.
not the same. I mean, during lockdown, that's why I brought up Little House on the Prairie. I literally felt I couldn't watch what was going on. I would get up and I would watch Little House on the Prairie.
Yep.
And then I also got into that series, Anna Green Gables, but it was like a current series.
Yes. The
then,
new, yeah.
And then they
Yes.
stopped it and I got so upset they didn't proceed with it. But all that stuff helps. Oh, My Three Sons. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Remember that too. Oh, look at this Aquanet.
Well, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Here, Susan's saying there's a real good series, Heartland.
Yes. I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it. It's on
I don't know what it is.
Netflix, I think. Yeah, I think it's kind of more of that Hallmark kind of vibe, right? Or Lifetime movie kind of vibe, which we all love watching our Hallmark and Lifetime Christmas movie stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Which should be here any minute, by the way.
I know. Already people, there's someone I follow, Watercolor Carrie, and she does watercolors, and she's already doing Christmas trees because it's, Christmas in July,
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I don't know. What is she saying?
What's Emmy say?
Programs that feel you're wrapped in. Oh, yeah. Like,
Call the Midwife.
What is that?
I think I've seen that, but now I forgot what it's about. Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
The one, Emmy, that where it's all the midwives that they ride their bikes to deliver babies, and this is in oh shoot, is it in England? I think. I can't believe if that's the one. I watched it a few years ago, and I was very skeptical, and I loved it because it totally feels like, huh? Yep. Oh, that was a good one. I was pleasantly surprised. I got sucked in, and they did a really realistic job with the whole baby delivery thing.
Okay, I might have to watch that. I've never heard of it. Yep. I always say I live under a rock. I used to be obsessed with, every time I went to the grocery store, I'd buy a People magazine, and it was weekly.
Yes.
And I was obsessed. I had to know what everyone was doing.
Yes.
And then one day I said, you know what? I don't need to know what everyone's doing. And I stopped buying them. And now I don't know what anyone's doing.
Yep.
And I feel like
I don't want to know. Mm-hmm. I mean, okay. You want to go way back? Okay. Tracy, did you get Teen Beat, Tiger Beat, all the okay. Did you take out the centerfolds or whatever and put them on your wall? And who?
Yeah, I know. I want to know who you liked, but I'll tell you who I liked. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay, I was a big, for looks, I was a big Sean Cassidy fan.
Oh, yeah,
he had those beautiful Shirley Jones mother eyes.
Yes.
Oh gosh, who else did I have? I just put pictures up because everybody did that, but he was my favorite in terms of eye candy. Duran, yes.
I know, he was good. I liked, who I've always liked, and I stuck with it most of the time, was Matt Dillon.
Oh, yes, you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he was kind of like the bad boy, He was an Outsiders, Rumblefish, like
Rumblefish.
All that stuff. Oh my gosh, this is so fun.
You bought Sean Cassidy's vinyl? I think I have one of those around here somewhere.
Where are you seeing that? Oh my gosh.
Oh, Andy Gibb. I liked Andy Gibb. Remember Solid Gold, and he was hosting it for a while. And of course, you had to have the whole gold chain, and all the men back then had hairy chests.
Yeah, and
they do so much now, but the gold chain and then the feathered hair, and then yes, Andy Gibb.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And the disco days. I know that wasn't really when we were being raised, but I remember disco from my parents,
Yes.
Or what was that one show? It was like a dance show, and that had lit up.
Solid Gold? What?
Is that what you were talking
Or
about? That was
American Bandstand. Solid Gold is what I was referring to.
and that was the dancing where they would dance, kind of have dance offs.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was the one that kind of came up after American Bandstand. Oh,
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to have those magazines.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Pam is like us not being allowed to dance at our schools. So,
yep,
yeah.
yep. Look at someone wants to hang out with you, my friend Sonia.
Yay!
Oh, look at I remember Mad. My brother got Mad magazine.
Oh,
My
yes.
brother was into Mad.
I never got the humor, so I think I picked a few of those up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't get it. I just want my Tiger Beat or whatever the heck they were called. And
That was so funny.
yeah.
I remember when I was young, I liked the Go-Go's and yeah, I
Yes.
signed up. They had like a fan club and when in the like in the sleeve of their record, you could
Yeah.
sign up to be in their fan club and I signed off and mailed it out and I think I knew every word to every Go-Go song, especially the one, where they're like water skiing
Yes.
on
Yes.
the
Vacation.
vacation. Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation, have to get away.
And then,
Wasn't allowed to watch MTV. Whoa,
oh,
you had a strict household.
wow.
Because my parents, I was a latchkey, of course. So when I would get home, literally when MTV came out, it was the first thing I'd turn on when I got home. So
Oh, Allison had the Partridge or has the Partridge Family album. Yeah, David Cassidy, I liked it when his hair got a little longer, so a little bit later in the show, and then he had the whole puka shell thing going on. Wow. He was beautiful. He was this little beautiful guy.
yeah, it's the eyes, those dang eyes.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh, Brandon. What the heck?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
And these are Gen X POV.
Brandon.
Oh, thank you, Brandon. That's pretty rad. That's rad.
Rad.
So, oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. Did we have to pay for that?
Well, yeah, yes, because it was part of cable TV. Which
Oh
back
yeah.
then, you had to get like a converter box.
That's right.
At least we did, and it had all these buttons on it, and it was a
No,
big
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, what was our TV like? Click,
Yep,
click, click.
yep,
And we only
same.
had how many channels?
Yep, not many.
Yeah. I always like to say, my mom and dad would say, "Hey, Tracy, come here. We need you to turn the channel." I'd be like, "What the heck?" I go turn the channel. And then I said, "I swear, when I have kids one day, I'm going to make them turn the channel."
Yeah,
And then we
and
got remote controls.
yes.
So, oh my gosh. This is,
Oh,
you know
Lord.
how fun this is? That's how much fun your channel is.
Ugh. Well, one thing interesting is I get a lot of comments when I do the videos where I'm reminiscing about things.
Mhm.
I'm just talking about what happened for me, and usually it's things that happened for a lot of people. Like when we first saw MTV, collectively we were like, "Whoa,"
Yeah, mind blown.
and waiting for hours for the Thriller video to come on again. And I mean, I literally waited for
Yeah.
but then sometimes I get comments on those videos where people are saying, that they did not have a good childhood. They did not have good teenage years. And it just like, oh, it hits me in the heart, because I wish, and I'm not saying any of us had like amazing times growing up. You'd have to be like not normal to not have rough times growing up.
Mhm.
But for me, I choose to go down that memory lane because mentally it totally I don't know what it does. It like the endorphin comes. Like just now me talking about Sean Cassidy and David Cassidy, like my face is getting hot.
I know what?
So I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
We have not. Look at Pam's asking about mixtapes.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. No, we haven't talked about it, but you go first.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. I always had like a pack. You could buy like what, 10 packs or however many. We
Mhm.
we get our tapes from Kmart. I think they were red labeled or blue labeled. And then of course, oh, when I was 14, I got a boombox for Christmas that had the dual tape decks. And so I could record tape to tape, or you could record off of the radio, which is a whole nother thing because when you're waiting for your song to come on, you take that risk of the DJ talking over the beginning of the song. Um,
100%.
oh my gosh. So
Or
yes.
or the tapes I don't even know where they would come from, but like tapes that had other stuff on it, and then you
Yes.
could put the tape over those 2 square
Yes.
things on the top and then tape over it.
Yes.
Uh,
And there'd be words scratched out. So yes, you would make your mixtapes primarily from recording off the radio,
that's right.
which and then remember Casey Kasem, and
Mhm.
he'd be like, which by the way was the voice for Shaggy from Scooby Doo, if you don't know that, if
Oh,
you
I
didn't know
didn't know that,
that. That was
honestly.
Casey Kasem. Anyway, he'd be like, it'd always be these sappy dedications, he wants to tell his girl that he just loves her so much and this song is for you, baby. And all of a sudden, The Glory of Love by Peter Cetera starts playing. And
Oh, oh my gosh. I kinda miss the radio. I mean,
yeah,
because we stream everything now. We didn't used to be able to fast forward through commercials, and all of it just felt like such a part of life. Like a commercial came on, you're like, yeah, it's a commercial. It strongly influenced us too, like those commercials, what we bought.
yeah, for
You know,
sure.
I don't know if you watched Mad Men.
Oh,
The
yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, and it reminds me of that, just that huge influence that commercials had on us as viewers that,
Yes.
we
Well,
wanted
not
that
only
stuff.
that, yeah, wasn't the last episode or something was about that Coca-Cola commercial?
Yep, yep.
And I remember watching that thinking, that commercial was, like, amazing. I don't know why. I think because of the, like, we're all have our arms around
Yeah,
each other and we
drink
like to teach the
Coca-Cola.
world this yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, get your lighter.
yeah. Man, I actually on that topic, do you like Coke or Pepsi? I know
Coke.
some
Well, I don't drink Diet Coke.
alright. I like
Yeah,
Coke too. I like a Coke product.
yeah.
So,
Did you ever drink Tab?
oh, I didn't, but my mom did, and by the way, my mom is here. Hi,
Oh,
mom. Hi, Mama Fox.
hey.
Yeah, my mom was a huge Tab drinker. We always had it in the fridge.
Yeah, we did too. In the bottles? Did you
No,
have
I remember the pink can.
Oh, okay. We had the bottles, because, we turned them in to get change back, so we
Mhm.
always had to buy bottles.
And speaking of aluminum cans, remember the tab that you used to pull
Oh,
off that
yeah.
was instead of the push in that
Yep. Yeah, that
oh,
was satisfying.
I don't know, do you watch Debbie Life in Kentucky?
I think I just started to.
Okay, she and this reminds me of my mom. It's my mom's years. I think it's a boomer thing, okay, where I can relate with boomers. I can. I love the boomers. But she pulled out of her drawer the other day this gum wrapper necklace she made.
What?
Yeah. Have you ever seen that? Did your mom make those?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, and my mom made those.
and
Where
still
you
has it.
and she still has it.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, "That's so cool.
Wow.
That's so cool."
That is a
So,
blast.
I don't know how to make them. I know how to make my cranes. I don't know how to make those gum wrap. I don't and chewing gum back then was a huge thing, I think bigger than now.
Okay, story time.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, when we were little kids, like, Bazooka was a big thing. Remember, you get the comics, but that gum was terrible. Like, it lost its flavor after 2 seconds. It was I remember it being really hard, like, it was hard to chew.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I can't remember when those like the bubble gum came out where the pieces were much bigger, and the two biggies were Bubblicious and Hubba Bubba. And they were big, soft pieces, and, I would beg to get a pack of that, and it would always be like, grape, really grapey or really cherry-y. And it would be Sunday, and we'd be in church, and I'd sneak a piece of gum, and, ooh, I couldn't not blow bubbles. If I couldn't blow the bubbles, which that bubble gum made the best bubbles. Okay, I can't believe I'm talking about this because I haven't thought about this in ever.
Yeah.
But okay, so I couldn't blow bubbles in church, but I could do the internal bubble snapping thing.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
would I'd get the look, like, and it would be spit that gum out. So that gum was amazing.
I know. And the smell of it, like you knew, like you were anywhere in the vicinity, you knew someone was chewing that gum, So
That is so true.
I know. I laugh when I look back at, like I was watching those home videos, like I was telling you.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it in my mom and dad's kitchen, and my uncle's in the kitchen smoking a cigarette. And I was like, what the heck? Like, I remember it at the time.
Yeah.
Everyone was smoking around me, but it's so weird to see. It's like watching those old movies and everyone smoked cigarettes.
Yes.
I'm just going back in time. I did that video of the tree getting chopped down, and someone made a comment about being in high school, having the smoking garden.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh man, all this weird stuff that like we thought was so normal that would never happen today.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, my mom's saying I would swallow my gum, and that's true. I still do it to this day. I can't chew gum. I can't.
What do you mean you can't chew gum?
I will be chewing it, and sort of like how you and I talking about falling off treadmills. I'll be chewing my gum, and all of a sudden I'll like start to choke because I'm swallowing it.
So
I do it
like you physically have a hard time maintaining the gum just to chew it, like you're just like the systems in your mouth kick in to automatically swallow it. Is that what you're
like
saying?
Food, like I'm chewing food and I'll swallow
Interesting.
it. It is. I hate it. I want to be able to chew gum for hours like everyone else. I can't. And then my mom would say, or people would say, like, you're gonna have a big gum wad in your stomach, like a big wad of gum.
Oh no.
You know what? I'm sure it comes out like everything else. It's fine.
It's
fine.
I remember when it was like pretty taboo. Like there was messaging from parents, don't swallow your gum. Like just like don't sit too close to the TV. Like there was this like messaging fear stuff. Yeah.
How about this? No swimming after you eat.
Yes.
Yeah, or you'll drown.
Yes. Why did you tell us those things?
Or don't make that face. It'll stay that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I always used to do, you'd do this or yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was watching those home videos and you remember this one? The chunky thing that our name is Chunky. I forgot how he was called. My mom's name's Chunky, my dad's name's Chunky. Like we used to do that stuff or flip our eyelids up,
Oh my gosh.
Oh
you mean
my God.
Like these boys I went to grade school with, they would turn their eyelids inside out. And it was disgusting. It would freak me out. Do people even do that? Do kids do that anymore? Were we just obsessed with like our pliable skin? And
honestly, I can't remember my kids doing this. Yeah, I don't know. It's because we had no video games, like
we had nothing to entertain ourselves except our own bodies and faces.
Literally, like, I mean, we did get Atari. I remember I had the one joystick with the red button.
Yeah.
Later on, but mostly we didn't have that stuff.
Yeah, same here.
We have Karen here. Thanks, Karen, for coming.
Yay, Karen.
Yeah, I used to peel gum off the sidewalk and chew it too, by the way.
Oh no.
So I was really young then, very young.
Uh-huh. Like 18.
Oh my gosh. Oh, here. We did weird stuff because there was no phone to stare at.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, we have to talk about this, Noelle.
okay.
Prank calls.
Oh
Did
gosh.
you do that?
Yes, I didn't do it by myself, but usually there were a couple times when I went to a slumber party
Yeah.
with girls I didn't even like and who were way too popular for me. And they're like, "Oh, let's make crank calls." And I was such a dork. It made me I was like all nervous about it because I didn't want to hurt these poor people who we were calling up. But I
These are
remember the old, is your refrigerator running? You better catch it,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. What about you?
Well, oh yeah, and it was always like you said, never alone. And I know I'm pretty sure I was not the person on the phone. There's no way I could do that. I was the one watching them do it and
Oh, yeah.
laughing.
Yeah.
But that reminds me too, Ding Dong Ditch. We used to run. Did you do that? Or was it just
No.
oh
Is
my
this
God.
a West Coast thing?
We would run and we would ring someone's doorbell and then
Oh,
run away and they
oh,
would answer
sure.
it. We thought
Yes.
it was hilarious.
Yes.
Folks, they'd come out, they're like, "Who is it? What's going on?" Like, things were so different then.
I know. We I did a lot of like caterpillar catching and like I was always like finding these strange caterpillars. I remember one this big one that was like green stripes, yellow stripes, white stripes, and it had these big weird tentacle things, and it totally freaked me out. And then one of the neighborhood boys smished it, and it was like glow in the dark guts everywhere.
Ooh.
I think that traumatized me. I'll never forget that.
No, or the snails, like someone saying, "Put some salt on that snail and it would bubble
Ew.
up," right?
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Well, maybe we did some weird things in the West Coast. I
Yes.
don't know.
Well,
Oh man, this
uh,
is so much fun. Oh, Molly's here, my friend Molly. Hi, Molly. It's okay. I mean, oh my gosh, like we said we were gonna talk an hour, but this is so much fun. Um,
oh my gosh,
oh,
you're
welcome,
already
Carrie. I was talking about you. I said you were making Christmas trees in July over there. Um,
waxed lips. Susan says, "How about waxed
oh
lips?"
my gosh, yes,
Oh,
yes, yes.
no,
Oh my gosh.
all that wax candy freaked me out. Like,
Oh, I
I
loved it.
didn't get into it. I was like, "Is this wax gonna hurt me?" And plus, it tasted funny. I remember the little pop bottle ones where you'd break the seal and then you'd drink whatever poison was in there. And
Oh, I drank it. I loved it. I was all about it. And I really actually couldn't swallow the wax because it was a different texture. So I knew I would chew that and spit it out. Um, but I also loved the candy, the dip it, pure sugar, the dip it sticks with you dip it in the
oh
sugar thing.
yeah,
I
oh
love
yeah, yep.
so yeah, man. All the good stuff. All the good stuff. So, yeah, I know. I wonder, like, it is interesting to think about. We were all grew up in the same, if you're a Gen Xer and we got some boomers here, but growing up in different regions, if you had different things, or were we pretty much all the same, you think?
Well, whenever I bring up certain things, like one of my videos, I talked a lot about summers as a small child, like in the 70s. So again, I'm just talking from my own experience.
Yeah.
And I was talking about slip and slides and running through the sprinkler and then tripping over the sprinkler, is the kind that would go back and forth and then ripping up my knees. I've talked about, jumping our bikes over homemade ramps. And one of my comments went through this whole elaborate thing, how they played Evil Knievel. And then you told me that you played Charlie's Angels on your
Mhm.
bikes.
Mhm.
So bicycles, I think, is universal. Like, I mean, you just watch ET or you just watch Stranger Things. It was about our bikes.
Mhm.
And that was our freedom. And I had the banana seat. My dad insisted on the big, tall orange flag. So I totally stood out and was nerdy, but it was for safety reasons. But I still went over those ramps and I put the playing card with the clothespin in the wheel so you have the motorcycle sound. And,
I forgot about that. What color was your bike?
it was like lime green and yellow.
Mine was red, white, and blue.
Of course it was. Did you have a basket in the front?
I had a basket. It was red, white, and blue, and it was like a sparkly red, white, and blue. I remember that
Ooh.
bike, and I probably got it for Christmas. You know, it was the big Christmas gift.
Oh, yeah.
But oh yeah, that bike was
Nice.
everything. And then when we got older to be teenagers, it was beach cruisers. Was it for you where you live?
What is that?
So a beach cruiser is a little bit bigger than the banana seat bike,
Okay.
and it has one speed just like our banana seat bike, but like you cruised them to the beach. Well, okay, hello. I'm from the West Coast.
Yeah.
So
Were the
you
seats wider? Is that what you're saying?
no, it's more like a seat, like a like
Like a regular bike
I
seat?
don't know. I'm just saying. Anyway,
Nice
like
word.
a regular bike seat,
Okay.
and they were just like cool, like cruisers, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know. So we
I
all
can
had our
kinda
beach
picture it.
cruisers, and we also like to ride people on our handlebars.
Oh, yeah. Or standing on the back.
Yeah,
Hey,
and we had
oh,
what?
go ahead.
I was just saying the freedom of like our parents didn't know where we were.
Of course not.
Yeah.
I I remember, jeez. I mean, I only came home when I was bloody, in the
Oh yeah.
middle of the day, which my mom was home at the time, and so she'd get out that McCarrick comb, I think we talked about that, which was this, I don't know, some type of antiseptic, and it was red, and it was scary looking, and you'd put it on the cut, and so literally still have little scars on my knees from ripping my knees open.
Me too.
Um, yeah, but yeah, we were never home. Always out riding and
Yeah, we didn't have well, we didn't have beepers or pagers really until we were young adults.
well, of course,
And,
yes.
we just had so much freedom. It's I tried to give our kids that, but it's just a different time, you know? It's sad. I'm so thankful I grew up when I grew up.
Do you think that the freedom that we had, um, I'm trying to think how to say this. Like, do you think our parents were not as concerned and trusted more, like, "We'll be fine," or do you think it was more like, "I don't have time to deal with you, go do your thing"? And then why do you think that's changed so much? Is it because we know too much? We know all the bad stuff
Yeah.
that can happen out there in the world, and we didn't know that before, or our parents didn't know it, or
I think that's a huge part of it, but also it was such a different era because like my parents were so involved in going to work, and I took the bus and I had my key, and it was all about having a career. Like when I was growing up, my mom was like that career woman, but also the house lady, like did everything at the house. And it was almost like, yeah, they were so different, they were smoking their cigarettes, they were going to their parties, and
yes.
sorry, mom, but like that really happened. They'd be like, "We're going out for tonight. You're fine. Just lock the doors.
Yeah,
We'll be home
yeah.
at
Don't
midnight."
open the door for anyone. Yes.
I mean, we don't do that anymore. Like, I would never leave my kids like that. Like, but I feel like it was the news. You started hearing like, bad news.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
got scary, and they didn't have all that news, filtering in.
Yeah, because the news was at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and then maybe the late news at 10 o'clock, and it was a half an hour, and that's it. And then there was the newspaper, and that's it. And then occasionally, you could go a little bit deeper with Time Magazine, which has
Mhm.
been around forever and ever and ever. But in terms of daily news, yeah, you got it once or twice a day. I saw
What is she saying? I saw a comedian say once, "Our parents didn't even know all our names. They kicked us outside during the day and whistled for us to come home,
Yep,
just like an
that's
animal."
accurate. Yeah. Well, some people had big old cowbells and would shake them.
Oh my gosh, you're so basically Comes down to a matter of what we're willing to accept. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thankful, but yeah, it's what is my mom saying? I gotta see. Yeah,
Yep.
news immediately, right there in our hands.
Yep.
News immediately. I just wish it wasn't so, honestly. I know kids now in my kids' generation that are choosing to have a flip phone because they're
Really?
feeling, yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
They're feeling so much anxiety and they are admiring so much of how we grew up. They're asking lots of questions,
Yep.
and they're trying to, some of the kids are trying to kind of go back.
I've heard that too, and
Mhm.
I've gotten some feedback from parents who've left comments that said my kid is obsessed with Gen X or it's obsessed with the 70s
Mhm,
music.
mhm.
Um, I find that so fascinating. And then I wish I could transport that kid back to
Like
really, really
originally.
and truly, because it wasn't just this is how we dressed. This is the music we listened to. These are the kind of cars we drove. It was so much more. Our bikes were pretty junky, but oh yeah. Well, they had a sound to them. Like I remember the sound of my I can't if it's a clinking noise or I don't know, less plastic, more metal. I think on our
Yeah,
bikes back then.
for
So
sure.
yeah.
I mean, I would even detail them. I'd get the hose out, the garden
Me,
hose, and
me too.
yeah, detail the put shiny stuff on the wheels. It's like
Well,
my pride and joy.
when when the parents were washing the car, we had to wash the bike. I totally did that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Get the Windex out.
Oh my gosh. My mom, yeah, we lived in a simpler time and we used our imagination 100%. I even remember going to the grocery store and I could go in there barefoot. There wasn't any rules about that.
No way.
What? You didn't do that?
I don't think I did that. It's okay.
Right, I was always barefoot. I was grounding before it was cool.
Yes,
Mhm,
absolutely.
mhm.
Um, maybe it's a West Coast thing.
We were
in
always shoeless.
yeah, like
Mhm.
I can totally see that because when I went to Hawaii one time, I couldn't believe like no there were no shoes anywhere, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I know, I know. I'm
Oh,
telling
Karen's got a
I got you. Linda is my mom. Oh gosh. Yeah, and flip-flops. My feet were always black, black on the bottoms.
well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's when you knew you were I think that was normal regardless, because, you know, if you're in your yard carrying on, you're always barefoot.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Should we wrap it up? We're having so much fun, but we both said an hour because we have things to do. I
Things to do.
I'm leaving tomorrow for Idaho, everybody. That was spur of the moment. So I have to pack and you know, things like that.
And you're gonna probably take some good video footage when you're in Idaho that we'll all get to see after the fact.
Hopefully, hopefully.
Oh, moon boots or moon boats? I think you mean boots, right?
Yeah, I don't know, what are those?
Moon boots were boots that were popular in the 70s, and they looked like kinda like what astronauts would wear.
Oh,
Yeah, big puffy boots.
kind of like that movie with the colored lockers and the guy with the curly hair and he's dancing and he wore his boots. It's kind of like 20 years old now, but
Hmm.
Napoleon Dynamite. Didn't he wear boots like that?
I didn't see that movie.
Are you kidding?
No.
I think he wore moon boots. Um, I can't believe you didn't see Napoleon Dynamite.
No, but I'll
You
have to
would
watch
love it.
I had a pair of
Um,
moon boots, and, I loved them. They were so impractical too, but they were very warm. They had they were very big and spongy and puffy. I
Mhm,
remember
mhm.
that. They had a rainbow on them.
Yeah, that's what he wore in that movie, and
Okay.
pre-Uggs, yeah, 'cause I remember Uggs.
Okay, Karen, I'll check that movie out.
It's a good movie. What is she saying? What movie?
What you just said.
Oh, Napoleon Dynamite. Like, I feel like it's a cult classic at this point. You
All right,
gotta see it,
I
Noelle,
gotta
you gotta
I gotta
see it.
write this down, Napoleon Dynamite. Okay, I will check it out and report back. And I'll
Okay.
do a movie report for a video.
Yeah, do that, do
Yeah.
that. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. I think we're gonna sign off just because an hour is a good long time. So
It
thanks.
went really fast.
It was like 5 minutes. Blink.
Yes.
Thank you all for being here.
Thanks,
Peace,
everyone.
love.
See you on the next video.
Yep, and keep going.